Hey guys, welcome back to Beast Quest, Series 21, Book 3, Tarantix the Bone Spider. And like always guys, it's time to do another epic book of Beast Quest, so in-depth story analysis and my overall thoughts on this epic adventure. Tom and Eleanor were continuing their adventure to stop Malville from summoning his new army of beasts. One wonders why he can't just release the full army of the Neverwell beasts. My only theory is the ancient script is hard to understand, and Malville has learned only enough to summon one at a time. I should also mention that I now have enough info to understand a bit of what the totems do. They act as a shadow compass to where Malville is going to be next, and I think it's not Malville that the shadows track, it's the book, but that's just me. Still, this doesn't give us an explanation on what Scarra's statue does, which kinda annoys me a bit. Anyway, our heroes find a worried family. They go offer their help. A wife stated her husband Rafe was lost at sea. Tom, being the hero, volunteers with Eleanor to mount a rescue. With Sepron now in a sleep state, the waters raged uncontrollably. But Tom still went through and eventually found Rafe, but they better rescue him quick because there was a whirlpool sucking him down. Our heroes tried to get closer, but it was no good, so Tom decided to dive in and get Rafe. It was soon successful, and Eleanor gave them a lift back to shore on Storm. The leader thanked our heroes for saving Rafe. She informed them that a wizard had promised to stop the storm if they helped him find Sepron. She mentioned that Sepron had been driven to shore not far from here, and the wizard was on his way there now. Tom and Eleanor assumed this wizard was Malville, who planned to kill Sepron, so explaining who they believed the sorcerer to be, the leader pointed the direction he went, and our heroes went after. They soon spotted the figure, who was about to raise a blade at Sepron. Tom quickly ran to Sepron's rescue. Tom kicked the hooded figure, but it wasn't Malville at all, but Daltek. He wasn't holding a dagger, but a potion. He explained he and Lyra had created a cure to Malville's sleep spell. Apologizing, Daltek administered the cure into Sepron, reawakening him to meet them once again. Lyra showed up and explained she had cured Furno. She was now on her way to cure Arcta next, then the other remaining beasts of Avantia. Let me just try again. Then the other remaining beasts of Avantia. Daltek shared some info that King Hugo was still on his way back to Avantia, planning to celebrate with his people. As our heroes departed, they realized the route that King Hugo was taking was on the path of the next evil beast. One wonders, with Sepron and Furno revived, are those tokens now operational again? I should also mention, with Sepron awake, the stormy seas have calmed down. Tom and Eleanor raced onwards to find Malville before he summoned the next beast that would bump into King Hugo. However, Storm was getting tired and needed a rest, so Tom landed near a river to refill their water. However, after a drink, they sensed something was not right. They spotted a boot print. Could it have been Malville's? Had he been here? But then, before any more could be said, Storm was being dragged into the water by an oozing shadow-like substance. Tom attempted a rescue, but Eleanor showed Tom the source of what she believed the ooze was coming from. But before Tom could slash the ooze, he was greeted by the next beast, Tarantix. This ooze was her webbing. She had set a trap to get some horse meat. Tom tried to attack, but was quickly deflected. It was Eleanor who saved the day, showing her marksman skills, and her arrows had good effect against Tarantix. Before she could fight back, she retreated, claiming she sensed a juicier prey. Tom came to the conclusion she was referring to King Hugo, so while Eleanor rescued Storm, Tom went to catch up with Tarantix. I should mention they confirm that Tarantix is a female, so that's good to know. Tom ran after Tarantix, and after a bit of running, he caught up to her. Tom tried to cut off her legs, but she revealed she could regenerate her limbs if they get cut off. Tom continued to fight for a bit until once again Tarantix dug her way through the sand and continued her quest for King Hugo. Tom had to warn the king before Tarantix arrived. Luckily he beat her to him, warning the king of the Bone Spider. Hugo showed Tom the newborn prince. Not only did Tom say he would protect the baby, but so did the queen. Eleanor and Storm were about to land, but then suddenly the ground shook underneath the carriage. Tarantix was here. While the soldiers fought off Tarantix, Tom and Hugo helped free the queen and the young prince. Soon it was a success, and they got the prince out of there. Eleanor arrived to take the baby to the palace. Soon Aroha joined the battle with her husband. However, despite their combined strength, They were overwhelmed by Tarantix, taking down both king and queen. Tom was wrapped in the webbing and was going to be eaten. Suddenly, Tom was saved by his old friend Ferno the Fire Dragon, who blasted Tarantix's rear, giving Tom the escape he needed. Getting his second wind, and Tarantix now injured, Tom used his sword to split open Tarantix's own abdomen, releasing all her sticky ooze, which created a pool of tar, sinking the bone spider down to her grave. With the beast defeated, the next totem arose, and just like Scarra, this totem has no nasty side effects, just pointing Tom to the next destination. But first, he had to help Hugo's people get back to the palace. Time was not on their side. But yeah, guys, there it is. My little whirl at doing Tarantix the Bone Spider. So let's just go over on the overall thoughts on this book. Starting off with Tom. Yeah, this is more of Tom's book again. Once again, Eleanor gets shafted here. But putting that aside, I still think Tom does a good job. He's able to catch up with a beast. He's able to protect his friends, Storm and Eleanor. And when the baby's in danger, he's a good leader. Not just to his own team with Eleanor, but also King Hugo's forces, so there's that. Eleanor gets shafted here, so there isn't much to say, but she does do some loyal acts that help secure victory, like take the prince to safety and help Storm, so there's that. Malvel, of course, being, I don't really think we see him in this book at all. We just see hints of him, so it's not really worth mentioning. Tarantix is a nice scavenger-like beast, hungry for meat, very intimidating and scary. Especially, I can just make out now the black tar, so that's cool, awesome there. And I do like that she went for King Hugo there instead of Tom. That was a nice change instead of going for the hero all the time. Other than that, Storm was a nice character. He didn't get much to do because he was more the victim here, but he was great when he was needed. Then you got King Hugo. It was nice to see that the royal family do like to fight their own battles when one of them gets in a fight, like, you know, if the baby gets harmed, or you tick them off now, so there's that. And I think I did like this book based on all those little elements. Is it better than Scarra? I would say, I think Scarra had a lot of good elements. I would probably tie this with Scarra. That's just my opinion. But Scarra's just a little bit better, I would say. Yeah, I'll put the second best then, yeah. Because I mean, I don't want to always tie a book, so because that's just me. I'm gonna put this like second place for me when it comes to Series 21. So this would be Scarra is my first, then Tarantix is number 2, and of course you know Grimon is the weakest link. But yeah, there's my little thoughts on Tarantix the Bone Spider, guys. Hopefully you guys enjoyed. If you did, make sure you have a like, comment, go subscribe, all that good stuff. Hit the notification bell button right in the corner so you can stay in tune with all Beast Quest related topics on this channel and various other contents that are on there. And next time on Beast Quest, our next awesome beast is, of course, hopefully I'm pronouncing the name right, say, Lapida. Lipida? I'm gonna pronounce the name Lipida. So there's the name, Lipida the Shadow Fiend. Till next time, guys, peace.